nice and firm and nice and smooth and flush and loving it.
All right, I'm gonna call it a day. All the rest of the sheetrock is up. So what I do as a general rule, if I have big gaps like I had over here where I boogered up the sheetrock, you know, where it's kind of thick, then I cover that around the window. I cover all those big gaps at the ceiling where the ceiling meets, all of that, and then I had to skim out part of this, and I let that set up till the next day. Once that dries, then I can go ahead and the tape, the dreaded tape, that I can tape and mud all these seams. There are all these seams. It's a very tedious process, but you're going to screed some mud into here and then push the tape in with your taping blade, and yeah, you're not going to throw a bunch of mud out there. So it's a tedious process, but the first time is relatively easy. The second time is when you're putting on the coat that's wider to overlap. I don't know how much anybody's learning from any of this. I haven't been here all day because I had a bunch of stuff I was taking care of. I got that little piece in. But I did manage to get some backer board. That is Triton board. I love that. I doubled up on it because there's going to be a 6-inch curb top. So you have to double up on one of the inside or the outside. I always choose the outside. So I got that in there. What else did I do? I don't even know if I showed the plumbing. That's the Delta R22000, which I love because it's got 3 different outlets. If you wanted a third one, that gets capped off, and that's not all my burn. That's burn mark from somebody else, as well as a little bit of mine. But this is going to have a wand attachment and a shower head, and if you wanted a third one, you could put that in there. So the reason I like it is because you have your valve and your diverter. And I believe it's also a temperature control, I believe. Anyway, I like them for that reason. Plus they have shutoffs integrated into the valve, so you don't have to shut down. If you need to do anything to change out the cartridge, you can just shut that down. You don't have to shut off the whole house. And don't critique my sweating. I don't sweat really neatly because at the end of the day it's going to be covered up and I don't care. But I'd rather put too much solder on than not enough because I don't want a pinhole leak and have to empty the whole house and start over again. So that's why I do that. But this is about all I'm going to do today. Tomorrow's a weekend, but I will be in here because I want to get all this taken care of. But once that's done, I'm going to slap up my wallboard in here and mud all that, and then on Monday I can start waterproofing the shower. So what are we into? 4? This is day 4. So not too much bad progress on 4 days from what it was. If you go back on the first video 3 days ago, you'll see the progress from what it was. Yeah, not too bad. But I'm out.
Hey, if you enjoyed that video and you learned something, consider being a Patreon member. $5, $10, $15 a month would help me greatly produce more videos. I make nothing from YouTube at all. If you're gonna call me for advice, please donate $50 for 30 minutes. My link to my PayPal and my Patreon account is down below. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get immediate notifications as soon as I post videos. And thank you very much for your support.